Well, fellas, I have to say I'm humbled. I'm choked up. I'm well, I just feel, I feel so proud. I got a call from the Academy of Arts, Scrap and Metal, informed me that I have won the fastest growing YouTube channel, since they opened. And I mean, from the beginning to the open till now, it took that long for me to get to 870 subscribers. And they said they've never had anybody take that long before, and they figured that I must have been doing everything wrong, so they felt like that deserves recognition. If you do stuff that wrong for that long, then by God, you must be something special. So there it is. That's what I got in the mail at the house. It's kind of dirty and dusty, but they told me they've never given that out before, and it's just been sitting in a closet because nobody's been as bad as I've been as getting YouTube subscribers. So I guess it's just look at the glass half full. I'm stupid, but I got a trophy. So way to go. Yay me. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. It looks like it leans a little bit, and it smells kind of funny, but I'm just glad they put that old car on top there, that it's made out of that real genuine plastic that I can't even scrap this thing. So there we go. I'd like to thank Arts, Scrap and Metal Academy for pointing out that I'm a loser. Thanks. You ever had one of them days where you just couldn't wait for the day to end, and then the day would never end? Well, that was the day at work. I've been wanting to change the transmission fluid on this truck for a long time, and it wasn't black by no means as far as the fluid color goes, but it was getting a tint to it that I didn't like. And it's got a drain plug on the transmission pan. I don't know, this may resonate with people that work on cars. Ones that don't won't know what I'm talking about. These old trucks, them bolts have been on there for a long time. They tend to seize up and hard to come off, which normally is not an issue. I just take a air hammer and break them loose with an air hammer, which you can do that. Just be careful that you're hit the bolt, not the pan. The pan's made of thin metal. Well, it slipped off right at the end and hit the pan, put a little pinhole in the transmission pan. So the good news is it fixed the problem of the drain plug not wanting to come out. Bad news is it had to fix the problem by replacing the whole transmission pan at the last 45 minutes of the day. So some days that's how it goes. The good news is it's fixed. Got new fluid in it. Transmission shifting fine before, but it's until she's a little peppier with new fluid. But everything that could go wrong went wrong today. So I'm going to spend my after work hour going through my apartment complex and then seeing if I can come across something that'll cheer me up. We'll see how it goes. Well, let's see if there's anything worth having. Well, first and foremost, see one of them, it's some rat bastard has already beat me to the cord. See, now I gotta find something to make up for that he beat me to that cord. You know, I really don't like rat bastards. I really don't like them. They get in my crawl. Take stuff that don't belong to them. Don't they know who I am? These are all in pretty close proximity to each other here. It's a big moving blanket. I don't know what I would use that for, so I'll pass on it. That appears to be a wooden chair. Somebody did a fuel pump, looks like. Well, that was way wrong. That's not a fuel pump. That will take. For sure. That I'll take. This could be a surprise. Either or. Well. Never know unless you look. A few things. Coffee pot. As fur as I want to deep dig in there. Moving on. A lot of glass there. A bottle, empty bottle. Is this going to be my retribution for a rat bastard? Not. Tell you what, buddy. You may have been a rat bastard number one on that one. But I am rat bastard number one there. Should have went looking a little deeper. Maybe you'd have found that. Or that. And that's really about all I see in there. Not bad. Rat bastard number 2 got beat by rat bastard number 1. Let's see if there's anything on this side of the street. Maybe. And that'd be a big nothing. Nada. Moving on. Nah. Man, it stinks in there. I mean, really stinks. Stepping on glass. Ow. Now let's go check this one. Just because I'm here. A few things starting off. That'd be a big hell no. Moving on. Hey man, I'm pretty happy that there was another vacuum cleaner to make up for the one I lost. That kind of evens the universe out, if you know what I mean. Let's move on to the next one, shall we? Well, I'm tired of grabbing stuff with my bare hands, so let's see what we got. Couple things here that I need to separate. There's just too much weight for that just to be a vacuum cleaner. So let's get rid of that. All right. Take all that. plastic. I believe it's metal. 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 And boy, somebody has been using that as a hook. And I'm not ashamed to take that and use it as such either. Harry, meet your twisted cousin Lucille. She's a loose woman. You just need to wrap your head around that fact. You're not going to change her, but she might come in handy in a pinch. Let's move on. I want to say something before people get the wrong idea. I appreciate the hell out of the fact that she's going to the scrapyard for me on Fridays, because she just didn't take, you know, 800 pounds of, you know, 2 washing machines and a couple dryers. I mean, she took 2,000 pounds of steel, and I mean rotors and mufflers and exhaust pipe, hard shit. So I don't want nobody to think that I don't appreciate the fact she does that, because she don't have to. She could sit at home or play in her garden. So I appreciate the hell out of that she does that. My point being is, we tried, or I try to make it a little entertaining, you know, with stories and whatnot. Or when you see, you know, interesting things, I try to show that stuff. She's more about, here I'm going to the scrapyard and this is me unloading all this crap, and you know, this is me going home now and I'm tired. And I get that. And there's room for that too. I understand. Only thing I'm saying is, I ain't never gonna get that out of there. Not with that big thing in the way. And there's a little room for everything to get, you know, everybody's perspective on stuff. Okay, that was heavy. Whatever that was. It seems more glass than anything else. Take that for sure. something. A frozen table. And a bunch of, well, stethoscope and blood pressure stuff, which may have come from that old guy sitting over there. It's watching everything. Let's see how this goes. A bunch of kids not paying attention out in the sidewalk. You're gonna get run over, people. Jesus Christ. I'm telling you right now, if that was my kid just then, I would whip that ass. You know, riding around your roller skates, staring at your phone in the middle of a parking lot where there's cars coming. Just saying. Right or wrong, I'd whip that ass. That was me growing up. Yeah, we didn't have phones then, so wouldn't have mattered. And where I ran my bikes to, parents weren't around. We were in the woods, out in the wilderness, doing stuff. And a lot. Oh yeah, I see something there. You know what? Lucille. Dirty. Yeah, I'm gonna piss Harry off now. You know, I'll tell you what, my mission was to come in quietly and take stuff. Failed miserably. Make some more noise. I don't think I'm making enough noise. I think that's what the problem is. Jesus Christ. Is he stealing shit? I'm not stealing anything. You know, unless you consider the taking of trash stealing. Hey man, I bet that amp's good. Well, only way I gotta know that's hook it up. I ain't doing that shit. All right, buddy, I see ya. You wanna get out now? Now can you get out? Come on, come on. Come on out. Let me just get out of your way. You good now? He said thank you. That was nice. It's unusual for Ohio, but that was nice. All that because I saw a cord that I can't use. Well, there's a little, yeah, there's a cord, there's something in there. You know, that smell is what gets you. I don't know what the smell is. I don't know what this is. Like one of them. That's one of them foot rubbing things I hear so much about. Put your big crusty dirty feet in there and rub them. Oh, almost forgot. Do you feel better about yourselves now? I do. I feel refreshed. Move on. Metal or metally type or something that's not nasty, and all that looks nasty. You know, somebody explained to me why I have one glove on all the time. And the hand I use to dig with is always my right hand, but yet I'm always wearing a left-hand glove. Anybody's got any comments or ideas, let me know, because I don't know why. See, I'm seeing people right there. They're riding around their piece of crap Mustang with the top down. This guy's pretty cool. He's riding around his Jeep with the windows open, top full, pinned down. And, you know, just having a good Saturday afternoon kind of hanging out doing nothing. I get off work and I go to work. If that looks like fun, then I'd love to be able to do it. But the whole time I'm driving around, I guarantee you, I bet you my house cat and my cowboy hat that I'd be riding around the Camaro with the windows down, just blasting Leonard Skinner. And then I'd come up across the washing machine, a dryer, a water heater, and a 55-gallon drum full of copper. And by the time I turned around, there'd be 9 scrappers fighting over it. That's my greatest fear. To go out and have fun and find scrap while I'm having fun, and then that's just gonna ruin the whole, you know, fun. Pretty, isn't it? This is where that guy drowned after he left the bar up the street there. Took him about 2 weeks to find him. But it's pretty. Let me tell you what's in here that I hate. The reason why is because they are hooking on everything. I don't even want to know what that stuff there is. Now, nothing else. Let's crush another one. How many are there? As I was saying, nothing else that'll hold those gutters down. Onward! Now the question you have to ask yourself, if I found a 12-pack of Diet Coke in here, would I drink it? I bet your muddy boots I would. Of course, can't impress upon you just how bad my back has been out of sorts for about 3 days now. But lay around and cry about it, or just accept the fact that it's gonna hurt to the point you want to cry. Well, move on. There's some potting mix. Wonder who would like that. Life is better in the South. I think somebody moved in, so that was. Ow. Joey. That was my head. Don't know what that thing is, but it's metal. Take it and move on. Onward. That's just so sad. Can we all have a moment of silence for this? Dear Lord, please save this guitar. Bring him back as a Les Paul 56 Classic or Fender Stratocaster. Something that somebody will take care of. I should take that thing and bury it. That's what I should do. You know what? Here, buddy. Just take it easy. Think about the good times. I know you run into some hard times here, but think about the good times. I'm sure you played some good music at some point. Stay behind there and reflect. They ought not to have done that to him. That was just a little feller. You know, sometimes it can be a little tricky getting out here. on the side of the road and whatnot. Picking up old bike parts. But it all pays. Moving on. And I don't normally run this neighborhood until Sunday, which is tomorrow. But just getting a jump on it today. Here's that lamp that I already cut a cord off of once. Early bird gets the worm. So when I picked those bike parts, obviously no scrapper's been down through here yet, or he would have grabbed them. So if there is anything out, then hopefully I'm gonna be the first guy that gets it. And this is, I just run this area before I get to the Scrap for Cash World headquarters. I see now I gotta go straight because I don't know what that is, and that could be a washing machine. Who knows? Well, obviously no scrapper has been up this way. So I'm going. Just a little bit here, a little bit there. Next thing you know, you got some stuff. Cool. We'll take it. I'm burying my red cart that I don't want to bury because I'm going to need that. Keeping that. If this is the washing machine or a dryer, then I'm gonna have to do some rearranging. I could probably flip it up in there, I guess. Y'all see what I see? And that appears to be a drawer. See, this would not have been here tomorrow. I know, throwing it away. He's telling me that he doesn't think it works. I was really hoping it worked, kid. I don't know what that is, but I'll take it. I think. I'll take the metal for sure, and that for sure. That thing, don't believe so. It's a big ass trophy. You know what I could have done? Could have took that and used that as a scrapping trophy. I'm just trying to find interesting stuff to make it, you know, interesting. I don't want no part of that. I just won't. Well, I will take that though. Things you get into. Not even no little grill either. That's a big grill. That'll work. It's on rollers. On. So you can see, I mean, this is, you know, the apartment complexes, obviously, but this has just been like a 15-minute run through this neighborhood before trash day. And you just gotta go out and look, man. I've got a fairly decent start for a load right here. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I have to get rid of it, put it somewhere, which I'm not opposed to doing that by no means. We'll see. So, Scrap for Cash family, that was a Saturday night run when they're really, it's not supposed to, wouldn't think there'd be anything, but lo and behold, which proves my point. If you don't get out and look, you ain't gonna find anything. So, you know, what I always say, you may not hit a home run every time you go out, but I promise you'll strike out every time from the couch. Have a good one, fellas. I will see you tomorrow. There's two fishermen in a boat. They're out fishing all day. They're not having a whole lot of luck. So they decide to roll back into a cove and just put their lines out and sit for a while. And one of the fishermen pull out a cigar and he asks his buddy if he has a lighter. And the other fisherman says, "Why, yes, I do." And he pulls out a 10-inch Bic lighter. The guy lights his cigar, and when he hands it back to him, he looks down and says, "Well, what's that in the bottom of the boat right there?" And the other fisherman says, "Well, that's a lamp that I found, and if you rub it, a genie comes out, and he'll grant you one wish," which he did. You rub it, but you only get one wish. So his buddy said, "Well, hell, can I rub it and get a wish fulfilled?" He said, "Yeah, but you only get one, and the genie is very, very old. He's hard of hearing." So he hands it to his buddy and he rubs it, and this old genie pops out and says, "You know, you get one wish and I will fulfill it." So the fisherman looks at him and says, well, hell, I want $1 million. And the genie says, your wish is granted, goes back in the bottle, and next thing you see is 1 million ducks flying over the lake. And he turned to his buddy and said, man, you weren't joking, that genie sure is hard of hearing. And his buddy said, you're telling me, do you think I really wished for a 10-inch bick?